Hello बच्चों, let's read the question. So the question says a particle of mass m1 experienced a perfectly elastic collision with a stationary particle of mass m2. What fraction of kinetic energy does the striking particle lose if it recoils at right angles to its original motion direction? So to understand the question better, let us first make a diagram. So if this is a particle 1 of mass m1 moving with velocity v1, let's suppose, and here is a particle 2 with mass m2 with velocity 0, initial velocity 0. So the particle 1 collides with the particle 2, and in the final case what happens? In the final case, the initial direction of particle 1 is this, and this is y-axis. Then the particle is going at right angle to it. Let's suppose it is v1 and its mass is m1. This is particle 1, and let the particle 2 is going at this direction. It is particle 2, it has a velocity v2 and mass m2. Let's suppose it is going at an angle theta. Okay, so now what is being asked? Let's make the diagram clear first. Now, what is being asked? We are being asked that we have to find what is the fraction of kinetic energy the striking particle lose. Okay, so let us first revise the key concept behind this question. So the first key concept behind this question is, as there is no net external force acting on the system from outside, so we can apply conservation of linear momentum, which says that the net momentum of the system initially will remain net momentum of the system finally. And the second key concept behind this question is conservation of kinetic energy. Why can we apply conservation of kinetic energy? Because it is given to us in the question that the collision is perfectly elastic. So what does conservation of kinetic energy say? It says that the net kinetic energy of the system initially will be equal to net kinetic energy of the system finally. Now let us check the solution part of the question. So what do we have in the solution part? So let us first apply conservation of linear momentum in x direction. So conserve momentum in x direction. So the initial momentum in x direction was only due to particle 1 because particle 2 was at rest. So we have m1 u1, it will be equal to, in second case, the particle 1 has no velocity in x direction, hence no momentum in x direction. So the only momentum in the x direction will be due to the particle 2 when it is resolved in the x direction. So it will be m2 into v2 cos theta because it is being resolved in the x direction. So let us mark it as equation 1. Now conserve momentum in y direction. Okay, so in y direction there is no initial momentum, so initial momentum is 0. It will be equal to, in y direction, finally let's suppose the upward sign is positive, so m1 v1 will be taken positive. m1 v1, it will be the momentum due to particle 1, and second momentum will be, if we resolve particle to momentum in the y direction. So it will be plus m2 v2 sine theta in a negative direction. Now why negative direction? Because its velocity is in negative direction, its velocity is going downward. So from here we can write m1 v1 is equal to m2 v2 sine theta. Let mark it as equation 2. Now squaring and adding equation 1 and 2. Okay, so square and add 1 and 2. What do we get? So from 1 and 2 we get m1 square into u1 square plus v1 square. It is from LHS. It will be equal to m2 square into v2 square plus sine square theta plus cos square theta, and it will be equal to 1 already, so it will be equal to m2 square v2 square. Now let us conserve kinetic energy. So conserving kinetic energy, what do we have? So the initial kinetic energy was only due to particle 1, which will be equal to half into m1 u1 square. It will be equal to final kinetic energy, which is half into m1 v1 square plus half into m2 v2 square. Okay, now v2 can be put from this equation. Let's mark it as equation 3. So v2 can be put from here. So what does the equation become? It becomes 1 upon 2. Let's take this term in LHS. So it will be m1 into u1 square minus v1 square. It will be equal to half into m2 into v2 square will be taken as m1 square upon m2 square into u1 square plus v1 square. So from here m2 gets cancelled, half gets cancelled, m1 gets cancelled. So from here we get u1 square. What do we get? u1 square 1 minus m1 upon m2 will be equal to v1 square into 1 plus m1 upon m2. Now further solving this, we get u1 square upon v1 square is equal to m2 plus m1 upon m2 upon m2 minus m1 upon m2. So it will be equal to m2 plus m1 upon m2 minus m1. Now what we needed to find in the question, we needed to find the fraction of kinetic energy the particle 1 loses. So what will it be? It will be equal to half into m1 u1 square. It is the initial kinetic energy. Its fraction with final kinetic energy, it will be half m1 v1 square. So this all gets cancelled, and u1 square upon v1 square we have found out it is m2 plus m1 upon m2 minus m1. Hence this is the final answer. Let's highlight it here. I hope you understood it well. Thank you.